Ganache is a very fancy word for chocolate. It is just chocolate and milk. And I'm using here dark chocolate and milk chocolate. And I'm combining them in a ratio of 2 to 1, 2 parts of chocolate to 2 parts of milk. And I'm using heavy cream. You can use a variation of chocolates and a variation of milks, but it has to be a very high fat milk. So heavy cream works really well. So that's about 4 cups of chocolate. And now I'm going to do 2 cups of milk. And we're just going to put that on top of the chocolate, the milk. And we're going to put it in the microwave for 30 seconds at a time. And I think I only did it 2 times at 30 seconds because you don't want to burn your chocolate or burn or scald your milk. And at first, it's going to look like this, like it's not quite there. You're going to want to be tempted to put it back, but you be gentle with your ganache, and your ganache will be gentle back to you. If you burn it, it will not work out so good. So you keep stirring very slowly and gently until you see it start to change, and you'll see it. And now that we have our chocolate ganache nice and creamy, I think I put it back in the microwave for another 10-20 seconds. And you see it got rid of the last residual little lumps. And it's nice and smooth now. And we're going to cover it with saran wrap. And we're going to make sure that all of our edges, the whole surface of the ganache is covered, because we don't want it to form a hard, crusty skin. And so we're just taking our time, and I'm just making sure it's all covered nice and tight on top of the ganache, so we're not making that skin. And I'm just going to put it on the counter. I'm not going to put it in the fridge. Ganache will stay room temperature for days, even a week. Because of the high fat content, you don't have to worry about it spoiling. And I'm using 1 part of my ganache as a frosting just to cover my cake. And I want another part to be a whipped ganache. I am not adding any extra ingredients. I am just going to whip it until it's nice and fluffy. And it does change color a little bit, but there is no difference in ingredients. So you can absolutely have your ganache actually 3 ways. You can actually make a pourable ganache as well. But this is a whipped ganache, and isn't it just delicious? And I'm going to put a simple syrup on top, and my simple syrup is flavored with cake batter extract. And it smells exactly like a vanilla cake batter. It's awesome. And I made this cake at home for my daughter, and this is nothing super fancy. This is something that you can do at home. You just get the sides sort of smooth. You don't even have to really smooth the sides. And once you hold your palette knife just at the right angle, and you just keep it there, gently going up, 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 up as you spin, you will form this beautiful pattern that is super easy to do. Just try it. And you know what? If it don't come out, you just go over it and try it again until it comes out. How easy is that? And with my leftover ganache, I just put it in the freezer and I got them nice and cold. And I just rolled them in some cocoa powder and I made little quick truffles. Simple, delicious. If I can do this, you can do this. And join me next time in the Fancy Cakery. And whatever you do, do not stop baking.